Wow, stories.
Am I the idiot for calling my step-cousin a jealous bitch because she said I get everything because of nepotism privilege? Me and my step-cousin, I'll name her Leah for this post, are in the same field. We work at a company which is co-owned by my boyfriend's dad. To put it simply, Leah's jealous. She thinks I don't deserve to be there and get everything handed to me. I'm a hard worker and got a promotion recently, which set her off even more. Both of us had actually been applying to some other jobs as well. She got one of them, so she's going to move out of state soon. I also got an offer, but decided to stay here because of the promotion. We had a family potluck over the weekend, and of course a lot of them had heard of my promotion and were congratulating me. Leah was there, and she seemed fine throughout the night, but at one point my aunt, her stepmom, said something about how proud everyone is of me for being so successful in a traditionally man's field. I just said thanks and told her I'd gotten an offer from another place too, but decided to stay, and I'm happy I have options on what I want to do. Leah overheard this and came at me saying, it's not about my options but my nepotism privilege, and how she got a new job too, but everyone's kissing up to my ass. I had enough at that point, and told her to stop acting like a jealous witch, and focus on herself instead of looking at what others have that she doesn't. She got upset and pretty much stormed off. I texted her later, but she didn't reply. I told my friend this. She knows Leah too, and she said I should apologize to Leah, and what I said was way wrong. I don't really think so, but am I the idiot? My friend suggested that I post here. Everyone sucks here. She is definitely jealous, and you had every right to go off on her like that because of where she said poop. But don't play dumb. You definitely have nepotism privilege. It's a hard fact of life that a lot of people, especially those that have it, refuse to believe. That's why networking is a thing. You're the idiot. You lack self-awareness. You can call yourself a hard worker. It sounds nice, but you can't deny the situation is advantageous to you in a nepotism way. Calling someone a witch for stating the obvious is definitely an idiotic move. Now for the next story. Am I the idiot for telling my dad's wife a joke that made her uncomfortable? My dad divorced my mom when my brother was 4, I was 3, and my sister was 1. He divorced my stepmother when my half-brother was 3 and my half-sister was 2. My dad is currently married to his 3rd wife, and they have 1 son who is 6. My grandmother really likes my dad's current wife, but she has a weird sense of humor. Most people in our family do. Sunday, my grandmother said to my dad's wife that she liked her so much that when they get divorced, she will keep her and get rid of my dad. My dad's wife looked a little thrown by the comment and said she and my dad aren't getting divorced. I joked, "Of course not, you don't have a daughter." She stared at me and asked what I meant. I explained that my dad only divorces women when they have a daughter. That isn't the reason my parents divorced. It was just a joke about a coincidence. But she said it was a horrible thing to say about my sisters. My grandmother then joked that it was the opposite, because it implied my dad wanted daughters and only stayed with a woman long enough to get one. So as long as she doesn't have another kid or only has sons, he'll stick around waiting for a girl. We both started laughing, and my dad's wife stared at us silently and then got up and left the room. At this point, I started to wonder if I crossed a line. My grandmother said I was fine, that she was just a sensitive person, and a little ribbing is good for her. Still, I do feel bad and wonder if I should apologize. Am I an idiot? Not the idiot. You were just pointing out a coincidence and cracked a little joke, no harm intended, especially at your father's wife because she doesn't have daughters. You followed your granny's joke and she even landed another one. Apologize to your father's wife. She took the wrong way, but you are not an AH because of that. You're the idiot, and so is your grandma. It is painfully obvious that this joke, maybe funny on a TV show, is not funny to your stepmother. You are telling her that her marriage is doomed, and if she has a daughter that will be the end, and then laughing about it. It's not a joke to her. It is her life. Just apologize. Now, for the next story. Am I the idiot for making an insurance claim against someone just trying to help me? I take my dogs for a run every afternoon to some fields about a 10-minute drive from my home. I load them up in the canopy in the back of my ute and pop the one window of the canopy into the open position so my dogs can look at things and get some fresh air. The gas struts of the window have failed. meaning the window no longer supports itself while open and drops down. So I wrap a strap around the inner strut to act as support, so the window doesn't drop down and close while going over bumps. I did the same thing that afternoon, but after getting home and dropping the dogs off, I needed to pop into the shops. Problem was, I forgot that I had left the canopy window open while driving to the shops. On my way there, some bloke got out of his car at a set of traffic lights and ran over to my truck and attempted to close the canopy window down for me. But because I braced it so well, he had to put extra force into trying to close it. I watched this all unfold in the mirror. It happened extremely fast, so I had no opportunity to tell him to stop. He put so much force into trying to close it for me that he completely shattered the window. The light went green, so we pulled over on the other side of the intersection. I got his details from him. He's 20 years old, driving an old four-wheel drive. Really nice kid. But am I the idiot for making an insurance claim to have the canopy replaced? It was an older canopy, so they could not make repairs. I do feel bad that he was only trying to help out, but in the same breath I was left with a problem I never created. Should I have copped it on the chin? I left the window open mistakenly. He was just trying to be a good Samaritan and was extremely apologetic about it. He actually went back and cleaned the glass off the road with a broom. He also cut his feet on the glass. Edit. Some people saying I'm taking advantage of the situation, which is not true. I asked insurance to repair the old canopy. The manufacturer came back and said it can't be replaced because the model was no longer supported and had been superseded. So the whole canopy must be replaced under the insurance claim. You're the idiot. The vehicle is not in good repair. It was already broken. Held together with straps and a prayer is not broken. Kid was too eager and should have asked, but it's also unsafe to drive around with this canopy open. Not the idiot. If he was just trying to help, it seems like he would have told you, hey, this window is open, instead of trying to do something to your car without your permission. This is a great opportunity for this kid to learn about boundaries.